All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. And we're going to do a reaction to this Los Angeles Clippers Houston Rockets game. It was one of those games for me that I wanted to keep an eye on. Because you kind of want to see what everyone is measuring up in the league. As you know, it's in the waning moments of the season. You know, you're starting to get that playoff push now. It's starting to see, where everyone's going to be at. Who's who. And the Clippers, they look, I'll be honest, man, and it's not easy to say. They look like the team to beat, man. And I don't know, man. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not easy for me to say as a Lakers fan, but you got to be honest about the sport. And but real quick, let's talk about the Rockets first. The Rockets are a team, of course, we all know the big thing about them is they decided to go to a small ball lineup after getting rid of Clint Capella. And again, many people were doubters, including this guy. I raised my hand. I don't know how that's going to work. But they've over the course ever since that trade, I think they're like 12-2 or something like that. They've been beasting since the trade, and they look like they were smarter than the rest of the league. But tonight, I think we saw the flip side. So there's a couple things I want to talk about with the Rockets. Number one is when they're not hitting threes, that's a problem for this team. Tonight, I think at one point they were like 2 for 12 or something like that, and the Clippers were hitting their threes, and it was like, uh-oh. And that's the thing about the Rockets, man. Now the reason why it's been working, and the reason why I don't think this is a indicator that just all of a sudden gonna fall off the map, because I don't think they're a team that's just going to fall off the map. But the reason why I've been working is Russell Westbrook is able to put so much pressure on the interior of a defense, and his ability to drive by not having Clint Capella in there not just Clint Capella, but a big man that's occupying the space kind of really gives them an advantage that a lot of people didn't see coming. And you didn't expect Russ to be the Russ that we're seeing right now, after everything that happened in OKC. You kind of wrote him off as he's gonna be a good individual player, but he's not gonna be a part of a champion. I don't want to say part of it because he was already part of a championship team, but he's not gonna be part of a championship winning team by his style of play. So you kind of just wrote him off as a good player. But until he came to the Houston Rockets this year, you're like, okay, this could work. But tonight, nobody was hitting threes, and it was like, to me, it was Russ just trying to carry the load, which is ironic. Like, you don't expect that, but he got such a tenacity about the way that he plays that you watch him play. You know that until he's not on that court anymore, or until that bell goes off, he's going to give you his all, and that's the only way he know how to play. But and if you notice, I'm talking a lot about people not making shots and Russ trying to carry the team. Where's James Harden? Anybody seen James? Where's James? Now, I'm not sounding the alarm bells and all of that. But my only thing, it seems like James Harden chose to take a back seat to Russ in a lot of ways. And to me, it's starting to affect his ability to get going. And that can be alarming, because now, again, I would say, I would say that, excuse me. I would say that if this mean that if this is planned, kind of organized to, like, all right, we're gonna get it going in the playoff. But now you kind of want to fill that out because Harden just hasn't been the same for a while. You know, he's one of those players that can just rip you off a quick 50 and get hot and just take over the NBA. So by no means am I calling him out. Am I saying he's some, nothing like that. He's James Harden. He can get it going again. But I don't like the rhythm of where he's at right now. But maybe it's all part of a plan to gear up, get them both going for the playoff. But if that's the case, I think you got to start that now. I don't believe that you can just go in the playoff and flip a switch. I don't believe that. I think you get some continuity going, you figure it out, and you move forward from there. So that James Harden, I think he in 16 points. It was just not typical James Harden. And that's not to take away from the Clippers defense. So you got to remember too, they were going up against the Clippers defense was a pretty great defensive team. Don't let me just say good. They're definitely a great defensive team, and it showed tonight. Now, with that being said, let's talk about the Clippers. When you're doing a review, when I'm doing the reaction to these games, especially with the Clippers, it's starting to sound, you try to think of stuff to say that, you're not beating a dead horse. You don't want to sound the same all the time. But I will say, it's just from top to bottom. From top to bottom, you're looking at it and you're like, it do not matter who they have on the court. The main Achilles heel for the the Los Angeles Clippers is health. If they stay healthy, you got to see which team is going to beat them. You got to ask yourself, what team is going to beat them? Now, it's only a couple teams, you still got to put the Rockets down for now. The Bucks, and of course the Lakers, and I don't know who else you can really see that can get in there. So, what is their weakness? I'm sorry, guys. What is their weakness? The only thing I think you can beat the Clippers with is size. I think you can really beat the Clippers with size and just hammering them on the inside. Slow the game down. But that take great perimeter defense. That take great perimeter defense and dominate on the inside. That's the only formula I think there is. But you also got to remember, Montrezl Harrell play a lot bigger than he is. And that's one of the things that I don't think people realize or they're even really prepared for when it comes to Trez. He plays bigger. So because you were 7 feet, he don't see that. They had it was a part on today where they were playing. He was going up against a guy. He was either a little bigger than him or whatever. He scored on him and said he was too small. This is a different animal we're seeing right now with the Clippers, and they're all healthy. They're all back. So again, they got to match up this Sunday with the Lakers. So let's see what the Lakers got. What's the answer? Maybe they got a solution that I haven't seen yet, because obviously they ain't worked before, and now they seem to be clicking on all cylinders and steamrolling through the NBA right now. Again, besides Kawhi, I'm gonna say it, all right. Besides Kawhi, Pat Bev is that guy. So you got Kawhi, Pat Bev, and when those two guys are healthy, and then of course, Paul George is Paul George. I'm not poo-pooing him in no way, but Paul George is Paul George. And it's just, but then when they go out and they sit, you still got Trez, Lou Williams, Morris now, Reggie Jackson. Just a rate of just non-stop coming at you. And you got to beat them, you got to be willing to play 48 minutes. You got to play your best ball for 48 minutes. There's no other way to beat the Los Angeles Clippers than to play your best ball for 48 minutes. That's the only way to beat them. I'm going to say it. I hate to say it because I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a fan of them because I'm not. But your best ball for 48 minutes, guys, in my opinion, that's what it takes to beat the Clippers. So I don't think there's no real shame in the Rockets' loss tonight. I think the way they lost, they kind of got cold from the three, but then you got to say don't take that away from the Clippers defense. That has something to do with that. So with that being said, guys, that's my take on that game. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, you guys be safe out there. I'm gonna go try to drink some water or something. My throat is so dry.